Careful.
Go! God! God! God!
Whoa!
That'll do. What will it be?
Show me. I'd like to discuss.
Finally. Thank you. And a good...
I'd like to.
What is this about?
I'd have.
All right.
You're in a foul temper today, aren't you?
For fuck's sake! This bloody war's all we need. Our fields are ravaged.
Hey, do you have anything to eat? I haven't eaten for such a long time, and I know you'll be happy to share.
Of course.
See now. Now be on your way. Some people have a heart. The world's not so bad after all.
You silly doggy.
Greeting.
What do you.
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything then, eh?
You'd better
Come
calm
here.
that dog. Learn how to. Off you go.
How was your trip? The journey
That's more
itself.
like it.
Great.
You troublemaker.
Quick! Go! I can't swim. God! Quick! God! Quick! Quick! Go! Quick! Quick! Ka! Ka! Go! Ka!
Whoa!
Ka! Quick! Ka! Quick! Ka!
Whoa!
Ka!
Whoa! Whoa!
What do you have for... I'd like to discuss...
Fi
Pleasure doing business. How can I help? Would you... Thank you kindly, and come again, friend.
Hey, what are you barging in here for?
Is there something you need?
I come to you as a sinner. I wish to repent.
I know very well who you are. Take the path of repentance before it's too late.
I want to make the pilgrimage and cleanse myself.
A good man. Father Bolivar rests in the Sedlet Cemetery. He taught me a lot. Pray at his tomb, and perhaps you will be blessed by his eternal graciousness.
What penance do you give me?
Say a Hail Mary and ask the Mother of God to take away your sins.
I'd better get going then.
Repent, sinner!
Good afternoon.
Someone... Who are you? Can't you people leave me alone? My face is still swollen from the last time.
Hold on. Who are you?
That depends. Who's asking?
Henry. You don't have to be afraid of me.
I'm Pavel. And you really weren't sent by Pivets?
I don't know any Pivets.
Really?
Was it him who did this to you?
His father's men. Pivets is the son of the richest farmer in the village.
So what's between the two of you? Why would he send me to you? Or anyone?
Well, he threatened he'd have me whipped if I
If you what?
didn't stay away from Ursula.
And who's this Ursula?
The sweetest girl in the village. And she's really pretty.
So why doesn't Pivets want you to court Ursula?
Because her pa promised her hand in marriage to him. So he behaves like she's already his. But he doesn't deserve her.
You think?
He's a heartless bastard.
And you like Ursula?
Who wouldn't? Only... I don't know.
You don't know what?
It's all the same to you anyway. I'm very fond of her. You'll find no lass with such a big heart for miles around.
And does she feel the same way about you?
Aye. I think so.
Why would you do what Pivets tells you?
I've got no choice. He's right. I'm just a hired hand, while he's the son of the richest farmer in the village.
Are you so afraid of Pivets you would let him have Ursula?
What can I do against him? I'm just an outsider and a pauper. If he wanted, he could have me thrown out of the village.
Ah, what does that matter?
Tivoli, where did you come from? Her parents would never give us their blessing. And even if they would, they've already promised her to Pivets, just 'cause he's rich. The only way it could change is if people started to see Pivets differently.
How do you mean?
Like if he killed someone, or robbed people in the village. What do I know?
If it turned out he was a thief?
Probably. And the main thing is, Ursula would turn against him. She's as honest as a saint. But why would he steal? He has everything he needs.
He wouldn't. Not him.
Are you saying I do it and let him take the blame? But that's a sin.
You're right.
Would you do the same?
The end justifies the means. If it's the only way to save Ursula from a life of misery.
I suppose that's true. Maybe it's not such a bad idea after all. Nothing will happen to Pivets if he's from a rich family. But he'll lose Ursula. And it'll give me time to earn enough for her dad to let me marry her. But I live here. If I get caught, they'll make me an outcast and I have nowhere else to go. Someone else will have to do the stealing.
I'll gladly do it.
You will?
Sure. Only I don't know what's worth stealing around here.
I can help you with that. For the whole village to turn against Pivets, every family would have to be robbed.
And who's living here?
Father Anthony, the parish priest, Ursula's family, the Vimola brothers where I work, old Bahushka, and of course, Pivet's family.
What should I steal from the priest?
Father Anthony? Maybe this manuscript he's been writing for ages.
Where is your priest rectory?
The rectory is the cottage by the church.
What's the book?
I don't know. I can't read. But I heard it's something about potions and...
Alchemy?
That's it!
What should I steal from Ursula?
I suppose, her Ma's rosary. It looks valuable.
And where does Ursula live?
Ursula lives in the first cottage across the green from the church.
If I'm going to take Ursula's Ma's rosary, tell me, does she carry it with her?
She does, during the day.
What can I take from the Vimolas?
I can tell you exactly what. I work for them. Besides, I can even give you the key to their house, so you have it easier. Well, the younger brother is the local cobbler, and he's just made a fine pair of shoes for the Suchdol blacksmith.
Thanks. What about the older brother?
I don't know. He had this really valuable St. Francis medal.
Had?
Aye. He lost it a while ago. It'd have to be found first.
So someone else stole it?
It's possible, but he might have just lost it. Although young Moller claims a magpie stole it.
A magpie? Well, I've found all sorts of things in magpies' nests, that's true.
None of us believe him, but it's not in the house for sure. We searched it from top to bottom.
All right. I'll have a look around for nests. Where's the Weimler's cottage?
You know the biggest building on the green? That belongs to Pivette's. And the Weimler's cottage is right next door. You'll know it by the big birch tree growing right next to it.
And can you tell me where I'll find the shoes?
In the parlour, just behind the door.
And you wouldn't know where the magpie nests are, would you?
I don't know. Try the biggest trees. Young Weimler even showed me what a magpie sounds like, but I can't make the sound.
What can I steal from old Bahushka?
Her silver ring. But watch out, she's a bit of a crackpot.
How will I recognise her cottage?
It's the one furthest from the green. She's got a stove in her yard and a long orchard out back.
A crackpot?
Aye, she bakes pies all day, then forgets she did it and bakes more.
And when I've got all the loot, where at Pivette's am I to hide it?
You haven't got anything yet. Be glad if you don't get caught. Here's the key. And when you've got everything, come back to me.
Sure. Just you wait and see.
And most importantly, I don't want anyone to get hurt.
Don't worry. I'm not some cutthroat.
It was good to see you, my friend.
You have a kind master, eh, Mutt?
When you hear her mumbling in her sleep, it becomes clear that she
Francis?
unintentionally dropped the ring into the
You
dough
want
for the poppy seed
some
kolach
poppy
that's
seed
scattered around her kitchen.
pie?
Just collect those pieces and eat them from your inventory, and the game will automatically reward you with the silver cake ring.
Busy pie. Curd pie. Where? The ring. The pie.
Here it is.
The pie.
The shiny little bugger. That daft old crone really did bake it into a pie. So it really was that magpie that took it. Nowadays, you can't even trust God's creatures.
Don't think I can't see you.
I've got everything.
You do? God's nails, you really did it!
Why wouldn't I?
I wasn't so convinced you'd succeed.
What to do now? Do you want me to plant it on him?
No. That is... leave it to me. Just give me the loot and I'll plant it on him myself.
All right. Here, you have it.
Thanks. I really appreciate this.
That's nothing. When will you set him up?
In a few days, when everyone notices their stuff has gone missing. Don't worry. I'll pay you back. I don't have anything to give you, but I can teach you something. It's hard work being a hired hand. It teaches you to save your strength as much as possible.
Well, that always comes in handy.
Good doggy. Good boy.
Quick! Go! Whoa! Whoa!
Come here! Here you go. Take it. Aye, aye, you silly doggy. Quick! Ka! Ka! Oh.
I believe in God, the Father Almighty, creator of heaven and earth, and in Jesus Christ, his only Son, our Lord, who was conceived by the Holy Spirit and born of the Virgin Mary. He suffered under Pontius Pilate, was crucified, died, and was buried. He descended into hell. On the third day, he rose again. He ascended into heaven and is seated at the right hand of God the Father Almighty. He will come again to judge the living and the dead. I believe in the Holy Spirit, the Holy Catholic Church, the communion of saints, the forgiveness of sins, the resurrection of the body, and life everlasting. Amen.
Go! Quick!
Whoa!
My humble respects.
Fuck. Benish's howling is driving me crazy.
God bless. I'm Henry.
Hoof hurts.
What?
I say, my hoof hurts, Hammy.
Ah, your tooth. Hurts, huh?
Ah, help me.
Help you? Yeah, why not? Pa was a blacksmith. I must have watched him pull teeth 100 times. It didn't look too complicated.
And hold it out already. Quickly.
And which one is it?
Hey, on the bottom.
Stop squirming and hold still.
Mary, mother of God, it's out. It's really out.
Do you want it as a keepsake?
Fuck no. Throw that awful thing away. Mercy be, lad, thanks. And here's a few groschen for beer.
Tell me something about yourself.
Well, fine then. Mine is a sad story, lad. My parents never liked me. They hated me so much, they didn't even show up when I was born. They probably would have skipped my conception if there wasn't something in it for them too. My granddad and grandma raised me. Granddad was a bandit. Grandma was a whore. I thought about whose footsteps to follow. And to this day, I'm not sure if I chose well. As a boy, I hoped to marry the neighbour's daughter and live with her on my parents' farm. But my parents didn't leave me a farm, and the neighbours didn't have a daughter. So there you go.
I'm starting to think you don't want to talk with me.
You are correct. You may have helped me, but that doesn't make us friends.
What are you doing here? Thanks. I was about to knock all his teeth out.
What? So Benesh and his men are mercenaries? And shit ones at that.
My humble respects.
Sir Benesh and her 3 companions, Frenzlin Click, Joachim, and Paishal, hereby agree to protect the inhabitants and property of Mezholes.
What the hell are you talking about? Where'd you find this contract?
You let those poor bastards pay you, but when they were in need, you ran away.
That wasn't our fault. It was that little brat. He must have yelled 100 times that soldiers were coming, so we didn't take them seriously. But then, they really did come.
So you shut yourselves and ran away?
And what in the blazes were we supposed to do? 4 against 40?
I really don't care. That's your business. I just wanted to see what your reply would be.
Well, you heard it. Satisfied?
Good work, lad.
Ja! Ja! Whoa! Whoa! Go! Ka! Quick! Go! Go! Ja! 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 Whoa! Ka! Quick! Ka! What's going on? Do you need help?
Thanks for stopping here. My husband Mikush hasn't returned from Bilani. Me and Vendula are awfully worried about him.
Wait, I need to know a bit more. What's your name?
Svatava,
I'm Henry. And Vendula would be...
our only daughter.
And your lost husband is... Mikush?
Aye. Since we've been living in this hut, he's been going to work to Bilani.
When did you last see him?
He left a few days ago. He's never been away this long.
What job did he do in Bilani?
He's a damned good tailor. But besides that, he does odd jobs around the village. He always brings whatever he earns here. Mostly food. The little we manage to grow here isn't enough.
Why don't you look for him yourself? Bilani isn't that far.
I can't. I've injured my ankle. I can't walk that far.
What happened?
I twisted it when we were running away from the soldiers through the forest. It's better now, but it still hurts. It would take me half a day to limp to Bilani.
So why don't you send your daughter?
By herself? Are you mad? She's young, inexperienced. Something might happen to her.
Did your Mikush have any enemies you know of?
Enemies? No. He's a nice man. He never hurt a soul. Maybe he's a bit too nice. He trusts everyone. I'm worried someone might have tricked him into something.
What do you mean?
He thinks people are good deep down. I don't think that. People can be right bastards. That's why I'm so worried about him.
Do you want me to find him?
You do that for me?
Yes. Don't worry. I'll find him. Where do you think I should start? In Bilani?
Aye. Ask about him in the tavern. He wears a fine embroidered hat. Everyone will remember him.
Why are you here? In the forest?
We had a big house in Mezholes. But then Sigismund's mercenaries decided to burn the village to the ground. Mikush, Vendula and me all escaped at the last moment. The others weren't so lucky. It was hell on earth. You can't imagine the terror.
I'm from Skalitz. I reckon I can.
You can? I don't know. In any case, we ended up here. At least we had some roof over our heads. But now, I don't even know what'll happen next.
Why did the soldiers attack your village?
Why? Good Lord. Such a question. They didn't ask us anything. The worst thing is, the village paid some mercenaries for protection. But they took off the moment they saw horses kicking up dust on the horizon. I'm glad old Svartosh, my father, didn't live to see it. His heart would have burst.
How are you getting along here?
Now, quite miserably. I hope you find my Mikush soon. We won't be able to go on without him.
I'll try and look for him.
Oh, bless you, kind soul. And good luck.
Spoke with Svatova. I'll try and find your pa.
Really? Who would have thought there are still such kind people in the world?
My name is Henry.
I'm Vendula. Do you need help with anything?
I need to know more about your father.
I don't know how to best describe him. He's a peaceful man who wouldn't even hurt a fly. Well, he's a bit fussier than other men when it comes to dressing. That's a tailor for you.
How does he get along with people?
Usually good. He got into a fight only once, in the tavern. I don't remember why. Ma gave him an earful that time.
A peaceful man doesn't fight for no reason. Try to remember what happened. It might be important. Maybe someone wanted to get revenge.
Well, when I picked Pa up at the tavern, he was sitting with some friends playing dice. He must have been doing pretty good, because I heard one fella accuse him of being a wizard.
So he might have got into a fight over a dice game?
Lower your voice. Ma doesn't know anything about it. He might have got into a fight only over the dice. But otherwise he's harmless.
So your ma doesn't know Mikush played dice?
No, and I'm begging you, don't tell her. She'd be even more worried about him.
How's life here?
How do you think? Not so good.
I understand. Being in the forest and all.
What can you do? At least we're alive. If Ma hadn't believed the news that soldiers were approaching the village, we all could have been dead, like the others.
Why did those soldiers burn down your village exactly? Over a conflict with the local lords, or something like that?
I don't know. The village belongs to the monastery, and the custodian shows up once a year at most. Mezholes is a small village. Or it was. As far as I recall, it's a place people would leave to find a better life elsewhere. Ma always reminisced about how in her father's time things were different. But that's what old folks always say. Farewell, sir.
Good.
Ka! Ka!
Oh, boy.
Ka! Ka! Quick!
Quick! Whoa!
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Let's try this again.
You silly boy.
It seems you're looking for help, Sir Knight.
Indeed I am. I'm looking for men for a military expedition. I am Sir Jan Posey of Zimburg.
Pleased to meet you, sir.
Who are you, anyway? Whose service are you in?
My name is Henry. And you could say I'm in the service of Sir Radzig Kobyla of Skalitz.
You don't look much like a warrior, Henry. I wouldn't like to have your life on my hands if I accept your help.
Don't concern yourself about me. I might not look the part, but I've got plenty of experience. Believe me.
Words are one thing, deeds another. By the looks of you... Well, I wouldn't like to have you on my conscience. Come back when you've got more experience. Or at least decent armor.
What you were saying before about looking for someone for a dangerous expedition, would you take me then?
Well, now you look like you could take a blow or two without dropping dead. All right then. Tell me though, have you ever faced humans? Don't they frighten you?
Yeah. Human or German knight, makes no difference. They all bleed when you cut them.
Those are the words of an experienced warrior. I like that. I reckon you really could help me. I'm on the trail of a band of humans who captured my brother. And I need someone who'll watch my back in combat.
Your colours, sir? Battlements, silver and red. I don't think I've ever seen that crest. Are you from far away?
Moravia. I'm the heir to... that is... I'm the Lord of Engelsberg Castle.
The heir or the lord, sir?
Lord, now. My father died recently. But let's not waste time on niceties in family history. Time is pressing, and my brother is in captivity.
How was your brother captured?
We were ambushed by this band of Cuman cutthroats in the woods near Kuttenberg. They killed my men and took Miroslav captive.
How come they didn't kill him too?
They're not stupid. They knew he was a knight and they could ransom him. Or worse again, sell him into slavery.
What brought you and your company to the Kuttenberg region?
We were riding to Sedlets.
What's so important in Sedlets that you'd ride all that way?
We were transporting a valuable cargo.
Hmm? What was it?
That's a family matter that I can't disclose to you. Certainly not until you promise to help me rescue Miroslav.
Is anyone else going to ride with us?
No one. It will just be the two of us, if you accept my offer. I asked the Lord of Pisek for help, but it seems the Bohemian lords are shitting their brays and afraid to set foot outside their walls, as long as Sigismund is camping there.
So you want us to track down and defeat a Cuman band? Just the two of us?
Are you afraid? They sneaked up on us. Otherwise, we'd have driven them off. They won't be expecting a counterattack so soon, and we'll have the element of surprise.
It sounds pretty hazardous. How do you want to handle it?
Well, here's the plan. We'll go back to the place where the Cumans ambushed us, follow their tracks and catch up with them. Once we find them, we'll free Miroslav and take revenge. Can I count on you?
All right, Sir Jan. I'll help you.
Excellent. I was starting to think I'd never find anyone in this kingdom with a grain of courage, but I need you to obey my commands to the letter. This is a matter of life and death.
I understand, sir.
Follow me, Henry. Mount up and ride with me. The place where we were ambushed isn't far.
Certainly. Have no fear.
You're acting like a child. Go and whistle somewhere else.
Keep your eyes on the road, you fool! Don't you see I'm walking here?
Tell me, Henry, where are you from?
From Scallis, sir.
Drop the sir. You're riding into battle with me. So call me Posey. From Scallis, you say? Where's that?
It's not far from Sasau. They mine the king's silver there. Well, they used to. The place was torched and pillaged by Sigismund's army, and it's been abandoned.
We haven't been affected directly by this royal war so far. Fortunately.
Sir, Posey, where are you from?
My father, Albrecht, ruled Engelsberg in Moravia, but our family's originally from these parts. Our house was founded by Miroslav of Simperk. He built Simperk Castle near to Kuttenberg and also founded Sedles Monastery.
So you're a local?
Yes and no. Our family is from here. We've lived in Moravia for several generations. Enough talk. We'd do better to quicken our pace. Dig your spurs in and stick close to me. There. That's where they ambushed us. Well, well. I see the scavengers are gathering. Follow me, Henry. Halt, you thieves! Don't move a finger, or we'll kill you all!
Have mercy, sir. We were only passing by.
Who speaks for you?
I do. Who are you?
I am Sir Jan Posey of Timburg. And these are my men here, who you are robbing and desecrating.
Your man?
Stop stammering and introduce yourself to your lord, you beast!
Mercy, sir. My name is Wojtek. We never did nothing to no one.
Did nothing? Robbing the dead is a crime. And since these are my men, I have every right to sentence you all to death for that crime.
But, sir, we didn't take nothing valuable. We was just looking for some food or some little thing we could swap for a bite to eat. These are evil times, and my wife and kids ain't got a morsel to eat. Be merciful.
We were only passing by.
Sir, please, don't let him kill us. I beg you.
Posey, wait. Hey, wait! Surely you're not going to kill them?
Have mercy, good sirs. We didn't take nothing of value.
Don't side with those bastards, Henry. We can't let this go unpunished. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't execute them on the spot.
You're a knight. Isn't mercy an important part of the creed you were born into? Ever since I was little, I dreamt of becoming a knight. And I always believed it wasn't just about fighting and killing, but also mercy and defending the weak. Show these wretches that a knight knows more than war and death.
As you wish, Henry. I don't think they deserve mercy, but have it your way. You hear that, you rabble? Go! And remember, you owe your miserable lives to Henry of Skalitz. It was only his words that saved you from execution.
Thank you, kind sirs. You'll never see us again, I swear.
Vanish!
Well, that's that.
It's pretty clear from the tracks which way that band set out. But I'd still like to have a quick look around here.
Why? What are we looking for?
There was a priest traveling with us, Father Stephen. I need to know whether they got him or not. Search the bodies on the road. I'll have a look around the cart. If you find him, come and let me know. He has something on him that's valuable to me.
Can I ask you something first?
You're all right, but spit it out quick.
How come you had a priest traveling with you?
He was an emissary from Sedlet's monastery. We needed him when Father died.
So you were escorting him back?
More or less. No more questions now, Henry. Time is wasting.
How did they ambush you?
It was dusk. But we wanted to stop off at Kuttenberg for the night. Those whoresons must have been following us for some time, waiting for an opportunity. They rained arrows on us from the woods and then charged us. Before we had time to muster, it was all over.
How did you survive the ambush?
When it started, my mare took fright and carried me away from the battle. That damned beast saved my life. And by the time I got her under control, those swine had already hauled off Miroslav and half of our cargo. I chased after them, but they lost me in the woods.
Shouldn't we bury those bodies? We can't just leave them lying here.
Unfortunately, we don't have time for that. May God forgive us.
That's all.
I thought you'd never stop asking questions. We've no time for chatting here.
All right. I'll check all the bodies and see if I can find that priest.
Good. And Henry, if you happen across anything that you might find useful, go ahead and take it. You have my permission. You should go into battle properly equipped. And anyway, someone will loot everything before I can send anyone here. The fellas had halberds. If you find one, it'll surely come in handy for keeping those bastards at a safe distance.
No doubt you're right. I'll see if I can find anything useful then. Right. I'll get to work then. This must be that priest. Dead and rot. Whoever did this has no scruples. I found that priest. He's dead.
Lord have mercy. Did he have anything on him? A small chest?
No, I didn't find anything like that. They must have stolen it.
Yeah, that's all we fucking need. Well, there's nothing to be done about it. I'll deal with it later. Now we have to save Miroslav. The Cuman's tracks lead towards the woods. It shouldn't be hard to track them, but we can't do it on horseback. We'll leave the horses here and go on foot. Stay on my heels and be prepared for anything.
Let's go then.
After me. Definitely more than 5. This way. Definitely more than 5 of them. Lucky those devils didn't try to wipe their tracks. Look, Henry. There's some girl there. Let's go to her. She might have seen something. Leave the talking to me, so you don't scare her. Hey, girl! Wait!
Watch out with that
I want a
weapon!
word with you.
There. I see you're reasonable after all.
Who are you, sir?
What do you want of me?
Have no fear, lass. I am Sir Jan Posey of Cimburg. How are you called?
Fiolka, sir.
Well, Fiolka, we're on the trail of an armed band of bloodthirsty Hungarian mercenaries. Have you seen them? They carry curved swords and have strange clothes.
Curved swords? Mother of mercy? I haven't seen them, but demons like that must be hiding in them creepy ruins on the hill.
What ruins?
Ma forbade me to go there. Wait, sir? Did you say you're from Simburg?
I did.
But then you must know it. That's what those ruins are called. Simburg. Ma told me there used to be some great knight living there. Was that your papa?
What? Those bastards are holed up in our abandoned castle.
Well, they're definitely not at our mill.
Fuck! I'll show them. Run along home, Petal. It's not safe here. Henry, follow me.
God be
I'll
with
teach
you,
those
tonight.
bastards.
You show them, beast.
Hiding out in our ancestral home. Those bastards. We're on your heels, fuckers. Fuck! This is it! They must be hiding here, quietly. They're really hiding in the ruins of our castle. Kurva! I'll hack the lot of them to pieces. Come on, let's try to get closer. Carefully. We don't know yet how to deal with them. Henry! Listen, here's how we'll go about it. There's more of them, but we have the element of surprise. We barge in and get right in the middle of them. They've got archers, but that way their bows won't be worth a damn. We'll kill as many as we can before they get their wits together. But it'll still be tough. You have to watch everything around you, not give anyone a chance to get behind you. If they pile up on you, don't stop. They'll get in each other's way, and that'll be our opportunity. A quick attack and then fall back. No fancy stuff, all right? I'll keep them busy, and you take them out with the halberd.
What about your brother, though?
I haven't seen him. He must be hidden somewhere in the ruins. We'll cut those fuckers down and free him.
I think we'd have a better chance if we attacked at night.
And leave Miroslav there to rot in captivity? Fuck that. Let's attack now.
You said your brother was taken for ransom, right? They won't harm him. Otherwise, they wouldn't get paid. If your brother is half the knight you are, he'll hold out, and we will catch them off guard.
Have it your way, then. We'll hide and wait till dusk. Well, it doesn't get any darker than this. Remember what I said, and let's go. Are you ready?
Up and at them.
All saints be with us, Henry. At them. For Cimburg and our ancestors. Now you're going to get it. Come on, then.
Veled egy szempillantás alatt kész leszek. Nem kellett volna beleütnöd az orrodat. Imádkoztad orrom! Baszok rá! Kibaszott szardabáló!
You got it!
Nincs eszélyed seggfej!
Christ! I'm hit! Come on, man!
Nesze, te faszfej! Széttalálak! Gyerünk ti szemetek!
Dick! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp! Na mi lesz? Te hullajelölt! Nem kellett volna felbasznod minket, te böcs! Kivel? Meg!
Na mi van?
A fenébe! Nem érek rá egész nap!
A pofádba rohadék! Megszűnt, uram!
Meg!
Ezt kapd ki!
Nem kellett volna felbasznod minket, te böcs!
This tracks every unique combat encounter throughout the game. When you begin a fight, allow your enemies to hit you until you start bleeding, which will be indicated by a red blood drop icon next to your health bar. As long as you are bleeding, focus on defeating your foes to secure victory in the battle. You need to do this 3 times across various encounters. Just remember not to use bandages during these fights, as they will halt the bleeding.
But the fuss! Tanulj meg vízni!
Nem látom!
Kerítsétek be! Böcs! A sírodra fogok hugyozni! Bassz meg! Csak nem érzel, faszfej!
Imádkozz, bocsadék! Harapj egy kis füvet! Balról támadj! Dögölj már meg!
I hope nothing's missing. No, I have everything. A bandage! Quick! Oh, I hope that's enough. That's the last of them. Fucking scum. Hey, Henry! We've got to find Mirror. I'll take the north end of the castle and you search the south.
Untie me, fella. Help!
Miroslav of Simberg.
What? Who are you? What's all the noise outside? A battle?
The battle's over. My name's Henry. I came with your brother to rescue you.
Posey's alive?
A little bloody, but alive, yes.
Where is he?
Outside.
Thanks, Henry. Let's go and see him then.
Miro! Miro! Christ. This whole castle's falling to pieces and this fucking thing's solid as a rock. Miro!
You fellas took your sweet time?
There you are, you ungrateful son of a bitch. What's the matter? Been tugging your bone too much?
I'm still strong enough to get you on back.
All right. Good old Simberg. Home sweet home, eh?
It's a bit ironic you saving my neck right here, eh? Poetic almost.
Nice fucking poem. Nice work, Henry. I couldn't have managed it without you.
I'm grateful to both of you, seriously. But what the fuck took you so long?
I went to Suchdol after the ambush to recruit some men to help.
Well, you didn't find many. They wanted coin, huh?
Ha! Not even for coin. All I found was a bunch of chicken shits hiding behind the walls. Not one pair of balls among them.
What about Henry here?
Henry's not a local, fortunately.
Where are you from, Henry?
From Skalitz, sir.
Sir, my arse. Call him Tugbone like everyone else.
Tugbone?
It's a long story. I'll tell you another time.
A story he doesn't like to hear.
Yeah, about as much as you love telling it.
True. Never mind, Henry. Tell us instead how you learned to handle a weapon so well. That was fucking lovely. You should have seen us, brother. We were like two angels with flaming swords.
Seriously, Henry, where did you learn to fight? Posey doesn't praise anyone's swordsmanship without a good reason. I'm sorry I missed it.
I've had a few teachers, and a lot of practice, too. But it was the Ratai captain, Sir Bernard of Oleschnitz, who taught me the most.
I don't know him.
Nor I.
He's an excellent swordsman, and a tough teacher.
Yeah, tough teachers make tough warriors.
So, what are you two going to do now it's all over?
Over? We've barely started, Henry. Miro, please tell me you know where they took it.
I don't know where, but I know who. When we arrived, the band split up. The leader is a big cunt called Sharkan who speaks a bit of our language. He questioned me, but I told him to go fuck himself, and he gave up on it.
So it seems we still have some bloody work ahead of us. But first, we must reward Henry here. Here. You've earned this fair and square.
Thanks.
If you want to earn a bit more, stop by in a few days. Armed and ready for action, like today. Meanwhile, we'll camp here, then go back to bury our men and find out where the rest of those whore sons are hiding.
What did they steal from you that was so important?
Oh, sorry, Henry, but I can't answer that. It's a question of honor.
He helped us, though. Didn't he, Posey?
Be quiet. If anyone finds out, we're fucked. It's bad enough that our own mother is refusing to hand over our inheritance. Or have you forgotten why we're here?
No, I haven't.
I thought so. Sorry, Henry, but it's really not possible. Once we find our stuff, everything will be clear. But right now, It would do more harm than good.
So this is your family seat? It looks a bit, neglected.
Well, it's been abandoned for ages.
Our clan has a certain tradition of, becoming impoverished.
Ah, bollocks. Just because we weren't born with a golden tit in our gobs doesn't mean we have to die like beggars. Our ancestors had to abandon Simburg, but our fortunes turned. We've got another Simburg castle in Moravia.
Which we had to abandon too, brother.
Aye, for now. And now, the Simburgs have their seat in Engelsberg.
But we had to leave there when our own uncle denied us father's inheritance.
We'll get it back, though.
Actually, I'd be interested to know why they call you Tugbone.
Ha! Here we go!
Oh, come on! It's a long story. We don't have time for it.
Oh, go on, brother. Tell it.
I won't. You'll just start laughing like the village idiot again.
I won't, I swear. On my word.
Bollocks. I don't believe you. Sorry, Henry.
Oh, well, I'm not going to force you. I'll just tell it myself.
Jesus Christ, you can't be serious.
Oh, come on. It's a good laugh. When we were little, this prioress from the abbey used to come to the castle to teach us to read and write. She used to come early in the morning, and one time... she walked into Miro's chamber and caught him... I can't finish.
Oh, for Christ's sake! She walked in just when I was... playing with my hobby horse. That's all.
You were what?
That's tugging his bone! Tug bone!
Yeah, hilarious.
She never came back to the castle again after that.
Maybe that's why you can hardly read.
Yeah, could be.
Well, I wasn't sure what to expect. Not that.
I'd appreciate if you didn't mention it to anyone.
Naturally. Otherwise, we'd have to kill you.
What? I'd never...
I'm just yanking your pizzle. Tell anyone you like. It's a great story.
Jesus.
All right. I'll bear your offer in mind.
Thanks for rescuing me, Henry.
Look out for yourselves.
My God, what do you want?
So did you ever find those humans who ambushed you?
Haven't found shit, my friend. But fear not, we won't give up easily. God be with you.
Go! Go! Quick!
God be with you.
Can I spend the night here?
Well, I don't know. This isn't an inn.
Just the one night's enough. All I need is to spend the night.
For a few groschen, there's some room on the hay.
Agreed. Here's some
Agreed. You can sleep. God be with you. I apologize.
What's that? I'm a fuck off before I kill you. Kiss your arse goodbye. Attack! Come and help us! Mercy! Spare me!
I'm not gonna just let you leave.
Let me live.
Get!
You'll never... All right, I'm going. Take it easy. I'll beat you to a blood. Mercy! Alert! To arms! Come here. Look what I have for you.
Quick! Quick! Go! Quick! Good day to you.
Show me your way. Let's talk about the price.
Well, that sounds...
All right.
I'm glad you found what you were looking for. How could...
I'd like to do something...
Fine. I was glad to be of help to you. Quick!
the rest to rot. What a waste. Fucking poachers.
Go!
Whoa! What's new here at Mezholes?
Nothing much. If you're looking for a job, try your luck elsewhere.
I'll have a look at the...
Word about the... Well... Very... I'm glad you found what you were looking for. What are you here?
I'd like my horse.
As you wish, but it will take...
What if I offered just a horse?
That works.
There you go then.
Now then. You two can get going now. You silly doggy. Go sniff somewhere else.
You'd better call back that dog. Learn how to behave, you
being a
beast.
public nuisance. Get out.
What do you have for... Let's talk.
All right.
Hope he didn't eat anything here.
I'd like to discuss...
Well... All right.
Go! Go!
Whoa! Greetings.
How can I help you today, friend?
Can I spend the night here? Just the one night's enough. All I need is to spend the night.
Forgive me, sir, unless you want to sleep on the hay.
That doesn't matter. I'd even be happy to pay for that bed of hay. Let's agree on a price.
Thank you, and a good night to you, sir.
What do you have? I'd like to do something about that price.
Well, I suppose we can try.
What would you say to this?
We're getting close. Lower your price a little more and we can shake hands.
I could go for that price.
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
What do you have for sale?
I hope you find what you're looking for next time, good sir.
Go! Go! Ka!
Whoa! Whoa! Excuse me.
I reckon the harm. Is there something you need?
Hmm?
Oh, it's just you.
You have a kind. What are you doing here?
Ja! Ja! Go!
Whoa! Whoa!
At your service.
What'll it be?
Show me your wares. A word about the price. Here.
Well, I'm glad you found what you needed, sir.
I apologize.
My respects.
Lord be with you.
What's going on around here?
Did you hear the news? Rumour has it a dragon's been found nearby.
A dragon?
Aye, really. Everyone's been talking about it. Even that monk that came into town was wide-eyed. Go and talk to him. Maybe he'll tell you more about it. And that's about it.
Sounds interesting. Thanks, innkeeper. I'm looking for one fella. He's named Mikush.
Mikush? Doesn't ring a bell.
They say he wears a fancy hat.
Ah, the Hatter, of course. He's not from around here. He started showing up a few months ago. Just for a few days at a time. Sometimes he'd sleep here.
I hear he made his living as a tailor in the village.
I don't know anything about that. He never offered me his services.
I hear he enjoys a game of dice.
He does indeed. He plays a lot. I noticed that about him.
Is he any good?
You're asking too much of me, my good man. People are always playing dice here. Winning and losing. I can't keep up. Ask Chernik. He's the dice champion here. He'll certainly know more. Farewell.
What would you like?
What do you...
I can feel it in
Nothing
my
to your liking,
bones.
sir.
I'm looking for someone.
Mikush? Never heard of him.
I've been told he wears a...
Fancy hat?
Exactly.
I've seen him around here. But I don't see why I should talk to a stranger about another stranger.
The innkeeper told me that you definitely played with Mikush.
Aye. I do like a good game of dice. But I'm not telling you anything else about him.
Why's that?
Because I don't know you. Like me ma always said, never talk to strangers. Come on, let's roll some dice instead.
Listen, Mikush's family is looking for him. His wife and daughter. They're worried about him. They're refugees from Mezholes, living in a hut in the woods. They've lost everything, now even their provider. Can you live with that on your conscience?
Look, I wouldn't wish ill on anyone. And all right, I do know a bit about him.
Tell me then.
I've known Mikush since the first moment he showed up here to play. Unsurprisingly. The bloke looked like he couldn't count to 5. I thought I'd found an easy mark. But man, was I wrong. He's a great player. And that kind of praise means something coming from me. He knows when to bet everything on the final roll.
So he won a lot?
Aye, for a while. Until his luck ran out. Then he started borrowing. One time he got so desperate, and maybe had a few too many beers, he started going on about his buried fortune in Mezholes, saying he'd surely pay back anyone who lent him money. Ha!
Did anyone lend him anything?
Aye, and Mikush won everything back.
And did he pay back the money he borrowed?
Of course, every last groschen. He was laughing the whole time, too.
What about that buried fortune of his? Did he ever mention it again?
The next day, he claimed he made it all up, saying he just had too much to drink. Only nobody believed him.
Did anyone seem particularly interested in his fortune? Someone who'd want it for himself and would go after Mikush because of it?
Everyone was interested in it, but Mikush never talked about it again. Besides, that village is burned to the ground and full of rabble. Mezholes is an awful mess. That rhymes!
When did you last see Mikush?
A few days ago. He was playing against that hired hand, Drat. Drat lost and didn't have enough money. They left together, and Mikush hasn't shown up since. That's pretty suspicious now that I think about it. That Drat bloke's an odd duck.
What do you mean, odd?
I've heard he's been dealing with some bandits. You'd better have a word with him. But be careful.
Where can I find this Drat?
Somewhere in the village. I reckon he'll be at the farm he works at. Well, technically, because he's a big fella and looks strong, they made him into something like the village catchpole. But to tell you the truth, he's less a catchpole and more just a regular farmhand pretending to be a catchpole.
Where can I find this Drat?
I already told you. At the farm or somewhere in the village.
I'll go have a...
Don't mention it. And if you ever fancy a game, you know where to find me. Farewell.
It happens! Just watch where you're going next time.
You're Drat?
Aye, that's me.
Can I ask you something?
Ask away, but do it fast. I don't have all day.
Do you know a fella by the name of Mikush?
I don't know any Mikesh.
Nah, knock it off. I hear you left the tavern together. And no one has seen Mikush since.
Oh yeah, that fella. We were heading in the same direction, but then went separate ways. That's all I know.
You certainly know something about Mikush's disappearance, and you should talk.
Should I? Why's that?
You best realise to whom you're speaking, boy. If it were of no importance, a noble such as myself would waste no time with it. So speak.
I apologise, sir. It's not my fault. It was Hanka.
Who's this Hanka woman?
Hanka's not a woman, but a man. We've known each other for years. He was a hired hand in Mezholes. Certainly know what happened there. The horror. Not long ago, he came to see me. Said he was the only survivor from the entire village, but I know that wasn't true.
Because you met Mikush?
I thought he'd be quite happy that someone else got away, but he was actually quite upset about it.
What do you mean, upset?
Well, you could see it on him, all nervous-like. Seemed to me like it was rubbing him up the wrong way. That Mikush, of all people, survived.
Interesting. Did he tell you anything else?
I didn't ask him any more questions.
So, someone comes to see you, acts all odd, and you don't ask any questions? I don't believe you. You must have had a normal conversation, seeing as you're old friends. And he had to have told you something.
Well, I understood he quarrelled with Mikush and his family about some money, a family inheritance. Nothing unique there. It happens in every family, so I didn't pry any deeper. Then he said he'd like to talk to Mikush and whether I could set up a meeting.
What happened then?
Hanka told me to take Mikush outside the village and then he'd meet him there. But he said Mikush couldn't know about him, and he left figuring out how to do that up to me. So I played dice with Mikush. He's damn good, so I had no problem losing a few games. In no time at all, I owed him quite a few groschen. I told him I could pay my debt immediately, but he'd have to come with me to my hiding place. He didn't blink an eye. He's damn trusting, given how things are today. I took him a little way outside the village, told him I was going to take a piss, and then took off. And that's all. I don't know anything else.
Where did you take him? I want the exact location.
Here, just outside the village, on the way towards Mezholes.
Are you trying to lie again, Drat? If he wanted to settle a family dispute with Mikush, he wouldn't have lured him outside the village for a chat. Unless you want to piss me off, you'll tell me the truth. Now.
All right, fine. It was a bit further away from the village. Actually, it was quite far.
Where were you supposed to take Mikush?
A crossroads by the forest, on the way to Mezholes. Actually, almost right by Mezholes. A little beyond the woodsman's camp. Just go straight. 2 roads intersect there. It's the only proper crossroads on the way.
What happened at the crossroads? I want the truth.
Well, as I was saying, I took Mikush there and told him I needed to take a piss. Then Hanka jumped out of the woods with some bandits. They grabbed him. He began to scream, but there was no one around to hear him.
And what did you do?
I didn't wait to find out what would happen. I ran.
What did Hanka promise you for bringing Mikush to him?
Nothing. I did it out of friendship.
Are you trying to lie again?
All right. He said he'd give me part of the buried inheritance.
So Hanka wanted to get his hands on that inheritance the whole time?
I reckon so.
He felt the family owed it to him, but I don't understand why.
Family. Skeletons in the closet. You never know.
How long have you known Hanka? Since you're such good friends?
We go back a long way. As youngsters, we'd beat the shit out of each other in the Mezholes tavern. As it often goes, we ended up becoming friends over a beer, you know? But I haven't seen him since I've been working as a catchpole. Not until now, that is.
Well, if you were such good friends, you must know more than you're telling me.
Maybe. But it's not important.
Every detail is important.
So listen up. Hanka always had one big problem. No woman would have him. He's always said it's because he's not rich. But he's just a hired hand. As if a hired hand can't shag. The stories I could tell.
Get to the point.
Last year, his cousin danced with him at a feast. He was like a new man. He wouldn't stop talking about her. Vendula this, Vendula that. As if he was in love with her. And then, all of a sudden, nothing. He never mentioned her again.
Where might Hanka be now?
I only know what he told me. That he ran off into the forest. So I reckon he's got some kind of shelter there.
I'm not wasting any more time with you. God only, and you're responsible for it. Be ashamed. You sold out an innocent man for a handful of groschen. Sickening.
I'm truly sorry.
Being sorry won't help. You're a snake in the grass. You deserve punishment.
Please, don't tell anyone. No one can find out.
All right. I won't tell anyone. You have committed a grave sin, but if you show remorse, God will forgive you.
Thank you. I'll never do anything like that again. I swear. I'll pray and go to church and...
Enough already. Farewell, Drat.
At your service.
Folk are saying you need help with some dragon bones or something?
Yes, it's true. So everyone's talking about it already.
Actually, I only heard it from the innkeeper.
I might have known it. These innkeepers, they spread gossip like old fishwives. But you've come here to offer help?
Yeah. But first, you'll have to tell me what it's all about.
Ah, yes, of course. I need to quickly deliver a message to the Abbot of Sedlets and bring back a reply.
I've never been a messenger for the church before.
The ways of the Lord are mysterious. For instance, I'm traveling to Vlashim. I'm a messenger too. I decided to spend the night here, and, well, you can see for yourself. When someone discovers something like this, whatever it is, we have to deal with it straight away. It's a church matter,
So the message will be about the bones, will it?
Of course. But if you want to hear any more, you'll have to promise to help me.
I'll deliver your message for you.
Thank you. And as I promised, I'll answer your questions. What do you want to know?
Who's this message for?
It's for the head of Sedlet's monastery, the abbot. He's the only one who can properly assess the situation and decide how to proceed.
But they won't let me into the monastery.
You don't have to go in. When I was leaving Sedlet's, the abbot was planning to visit a small church near Kuttenberg. A new parish priest, Tobias, took charge of it recently, so I suppose he wants to see how he's doing. In any case, the important thing is to deliver the message right into the abbot's hands.
What else do you know about the bones?
A woodcutter found them and brought one here to show to the locals. Of course, the story spread like wildfire. People think they're dragon bones or something. I keep trying to explain to everyone there are no dragons in these parts. I mean, St. George killed a dragon, that's unquestionable, but I seriously doubt it was in the woods by Bilani.
Why not? Maybe a dragon really did live here.
If that were the case, we'd have records of it, lad. All I want is to help the locals to not be afraid, so they can continue to live in peace and God's favor.
That's why you're writing to Sedlet's monastery?
Yes. I'm hoping the abbot can advise me how to solve this unfortunate situation.
Why do you need a middleman to deliver the message? You said you're a messenger yourself.
I am, but I'm headed from Sedlet's to Vlashim, not the other way round. Besides, folks from the village are already spreading all sorts of rumors about the findings. They come to me wanting to know what the bones mean. They're worried it's some kind of divine punishment. If I were to leave now, it would look like the church wanted nothing to do with it. And I certainly can't let that happen.
Thanks. I think that's all I need to...
You're welcome, son. Take care on your... Till we meet again.
Come here!
Die! Ka! Ka! Go! Quick! Go! Ka! Quick! Ka!
Oh, why not sing einem Liedchen?
Yeah, talk about the inheritance.
Oh, but your father's still alive.
Aye.
Whoa!
Where's my ale? Hey, Inkeep! Give me another! Think you're better than me? Bullshit. Think you're better than... Excuse me? Quick! Go!
bless you, sir.
What are you messing around with that door for, eh?
Once more, then.
At your service, sir.
Quick! Go! Quick!
Whoa! Whoa!
Blood. Quite a lot of it, too. Looks like they dragged that poor wretch further. I have to find out where. That must be Mikush's hat. It looks like it fell off when they dragged him into the woods. I have to find out which way they took him. Search.
must hurt. You'd be in pain too. Hey, you'll regret this, arsehole.
Go fuck!
of your stuff!
Do it! Christ. He's on his last legs. Let's have a look then. The burns look ugly, but something tells me they aren't the main problem. The stab wounds are worse. They're red at the edges, and they're hot to the touch. I think this wound is infected. I ought to do something about it. At the very least, clean and bandage it. Maybe a potion would help him. Something healing, that works fast. The better quality it is, the quicker he'll get better. Maybe some herbs would help him. Medicinal ones. They help with healing. If I place them on his wounds and dress them, he could get some relief. I'll come back to him, but I can't be long. He won't last much longer.
Ah! Fuck! Ugh. Fuck! Ugh. Fuck me. Ugh.
I've seen enough. I think I know how to help him. I'll get him through this. I hope I can act fast enough. What are we gonna do? I should clean that wound first. This'll sting a bit.
Ah! That hurts!
The wound is clean. That should stop the pus from forming. I ought to put herbs on that wound. I have just the thing for this.
Ah?
Right. The wound is clean. You should be feeling better soon. I'll give you a healing potion. I'm sure it'll help. This one should do the trick. Drink up. I should bandage it for you. I'll just wrap it tight. There we are. I'll pray for you. At least your soul will get some relief. How does it go again? All praise and glory is yours, Lord our God, for you have called us to serve you in love. Bless Mikush, so that he may bear this illness in union with your son's obedient suffering. Restore him to health, and lead him to glory. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. Amen. That's all. I'm sure he'll pull through. Mikush?
Who are you?
Henry. But that's not important now. What happened here? Why did they torture you?
I buried inheritance. I told Hanka that the only person who knows where our inheritance is buried is Svatava. And then he burned me. So much pain. I told him where he could find her. My God, he took his men and headed out for her. To the hut. You have to save them. Hurry. I'll follow you. Don't wait for me. Their lives are in danger.
Go! Go! Quick! Quick! Ka! 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 Go! Whoa! Whoa! Let her go immediately.
Take another step, and I'll slit her throat.
Don't do it. Do you hear me? You'll be sorry.
Someone else is going to be sorry here.
For God's sake, talk to me.
Why are you sticking your nose into this?
Calm down, Hanka. Let's talk this over. We can find a reasonable solution here. Give it time. You can't deal with everything in such a hurry.
Well, I'm listening, but spit it out fast.
Let her go. We can talk this over. It's not your fault what you've done. You've gone through horrible things.
What could you know about that?
Believe me, I know. You're horribly angry and you can't control yourself. But no one else should suffer because of that. Talk to me. Peacefully.
Peacefully. All right. We'll do it your way.
Praise be to God.
Look, I know it doesn't look good, but I was in the right. The money they hid, it belongs to me. It's my inheritance.
Yours? That's not what I've heard. It's their inheritance.
Lies! All lies! They had no right to take it. From me and my poor mother. My grandfather, old Svotosh, was rich. He worked the fields all around Mezholes. He built a beautiful house. He had many children, but only 2 daughters made it into adulthood. Svatova and my mother, Ludmila. When he was dying, he fucked my mother over and gave the house and all his money to Svatova and that tailor of hers.
To disinherit his daughter like that is strange, to say the least. Did he have a reason to do that?
Reason? Svatos hated my father. He was just your average poor commoner, but that wasn't good enough for his high and mighty self. Svatova and Mikush got married off in Kuttenberg at the Church of St. Peter and Pavel. But did they invite my parents? I was still little, but I remember he treated us like dirt. And not just him. We barely had any proper food to eat. Pa had to go work in the mines at Horsham for a few groschen. He ended up trapped under rubble there. He died a cripple. After that, no one even moved a finger to help us. Not Svatova, not Mikush, no one.
You're damn lucky I came in time to help, Mikush. Things might have ended up much worse.
I only wanted justice. Nothing more.
If you felt aggrieved, you should have found another way. Violence solves nothing.
That's the first time I've heard that. You don't exactly look like the type of man that would avoid, say, torturing an enemy. Or am I wrong?
But this isn't about me. I didn't want to kill my own kin over an inheritance.
I didn't want to kill them either. Aren't you listening to what I'm saying?
Drat told me you were attracted to Vendula.
That's not true.
Don't lie. I hear she danced with you, and you were over the moon.
I wasn't. I just... Not so many girls dance with me.
Because you're just a hired hand?
Well, she's my cousin. So I wasn't head over heels for her or anything. No way. I mean, who want me anyway?
I get it. You're alone and desperate. It's sad not to have someone by your side.
You're right.
But believe me, there is someone out there for everyone. It's God's will.
You think so?
Certainly. Try and pray more. And visit the baths. That's important.
I wish I heard that earlier.
It's never too late to change, believe me. Look at me. I'm just an ordinary village boy.
You might be right.
In any case, you should apologize. You put them through hell.
I won't apologize to anyone. They had a guilty conscience because of what they did to me. If they shared just a bit of their wealth, nothing would have happened to them. But they didn't. They fucked up my life. I'm poor and alone.
Tell me one thing. How did you survive what happened in Mezholes?
Dumb fucking luck, I reckon. That band of despicable cutthroats. Once they made their way into the courtyard, all hell broke loose. Tried to defend ourselves, but everyone but me fell. So I fled to save my brother and mother. But it was too late. Everything was burning. I took off running and didn't stop until I was deep in the forest.
No matter what you've done, I must admit, I feel sorry for you. I know well what you went through. Your family? What happened to them?
No one survived. No one was expecting it. Once the soldiers entered the village, there was no escape. Their captain got his eye on my brother, who worked with me in the courtyard. Franz was barely 15. He didn't stand a chance. I ran out to the fields for Ma, but they got there first. All I could hear was her screaming. And then it stopped. I lost everyone. But Svatova and Mikush didn't.
I'm sorry, but your misfortune gives you no right to harm others. How did you join up with the bandits?
My first night out, I slept under a tree. I was starving. So I went out hunting for mushrooms, but then I saw a fire. It was that gang. Captain Loiser was their leader, a big fella. They said they'd let me join if I beat him in a fight. So, I beat him. And they made me their leader.
And what about Loiser?
They buried him in a glade.
I reckon that was no great loss.
I don't know. We didn't really get to know each other.
Enough talk.
Be reasonable. No one died in the end.
I said, enough talk. I know how to end this whole unfortunate situation. Take what I said about rectification to heart, and leave here in peace.
Very well. I was getting sick of the bandit life anyway. You'll never see me around these parts again. I swear. Farewell.
Hey, Hanka!
Where's he going?
I have no idea.
That fella told him to leave.
I don't get it.
Hey, Hanka!
Hanka!
It's all right. Everything's all...
You both all right?
My sweet Vendula, did he hurt you?
I'm all right, Ma.
Thank God. Thanks for the rescue, Henry. And what about my husband? Did you find him?
I did. Hanka was keeping him in his camp. He was nearly a goner. I managed to treat his wounds.
His wounds? My God. What did those bastards do to him?
Well, they didn't treat him nicely, that's for sure. But he'll tell you himself. He's on his way back now.
Hanka, that bastard. I hope he'll pay for all his crimes.
I'll let him go.
For God's sake, why? A bastard like that? He's a bandit. He'll hurt someone else. You should have killed him on the spot.
Hanka didn't end up killing anyone.
Oh, stop talking nonsense. Every criminal deserves a just punishment. And I thought seeing my own home burned to the ground was the worst thing.
We've gone through a lot, Ma. So much suffering. We have to leave this place. Get as far away as possible, as soon as possible.
Wait. Did you hear something?
I don't hear anything.
There! Again! Someone's outside. Jesus! It's those bandits! There must have been more of them.
Ma, take it easy. I don't hear anything.
Henry! Go and have a look.
It's not the bandits. Look who's come home.
Mikush!
Pa!
You made it here quickly.
I came as fast as I could. I nearly gave up the ghost. I was so worried about the two of you.
I'm so glad you survived. That horrible hunker tried to kill us.
I know. All because of the inheritance. He went absolutely mad.
If it weren't for Henry, he'd have killed Vendula. And then me.
That lunatic. Who would have guessed that about him? He used to be a good lad.
After all that, Henry let that good lad go.
Well, let's hope he never shows up here again. I'm awfully knackered. I need to lie down for a bit. Will you help me?
Of course, Pa. Come and rest inside.
I reckon you're hungry too. Vendula, give him some gruel. It should still be warm.
All right. Come on, Pa. Carefully.
And the two of us should have a word. The angel of the Lord declared unto Mary, and she conceived of the Holy Spirit. Hail Mary. And Mary said, Behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord. Be it done unto me according to thy word. Hail Mary, and the word became flesh.
Just lie still, Pa.
How is he?
Not well. He needs to rest.
And what about you?
Not so good either. I'm still trembling. In any case, thanks for the rescue. Who knows what Hanker is capable of? That is, if he doesn't come back.
What's the story with your inheritance?
I didn't know anything about what Hanker was so angry about. Nothing about any disinheritance or quarrels. Or do you mean how Ma buried it? Aye, I saw her taking everything of value from the house and loading it onto a handcart. But honestly, I just thought it was another of her whims. But I couldn't have been more wrong.
Was Hanker entitled to the inheritance?
Who knows? He was always just a strange cousin to me. We'd greet each other, but that's all. I never could have expected what someone like him is capable of. When he goes mad.
What about that one time you danced with Hanker?
What about it?
I hear he sort of fell for you after that.
That's not true. And if it was, what do I care?
I think that by dancing with him, you were making fun of him. Isn't that right?
Making fun of him? Why would I do that?
Because you wanted to put on a show for your friends from the village. Because you knew Hanker's not right in the head, so you did it on purpose. And you nearly paid for it with your life and the lives of your family.
Aye. The girls kept egging me on to do it. To ask the ugliest bloke there to dance.
So it was just a stupid dare.
If only I'd known I was only adding fuel to the fire. My God. What hurts?
The angel of the Lord
Wound.
declared unto Mary.
And my legs.
I'll have a look at it and change your bandage later. Try to get some sleep.
What did you want to talk about?
I wanted to thank you for everything. You saved our entire family.
Well, I'm glad I could help.
As you might have figured out, everything that happened was all because of our inheritance, which I hid from the soldiers in Mezholes. I understand you've done everything you can for us, but I wanted to ask if you could go and get it for us. You're a strong, capable man, and you don't scare easy, and it'll be worth your efforts. Trust me.
All right, I'll look for it. But you'll have to tell me where I'll find it.
Listen, I'll tell you everything. My memory's not as good as it once was. Our house is the third one on the right when you follow the main road towards Wysoka. Anyone entering the village goes by our house. Must have been about 2 days before the tragedy. The neighbor boy ran over and started yelling about how something was coming, that he'd heard it from the patrol on the road. No one believed him, not even his pa. After all, why would soldiers attack a monastery village, one far from their camp? It didn't make any sense. That night, though, I had a strange dream. I tried to put out a fire, but the more water I poured on it, the bigger the flames got. So I decided to hide all our valuables. Only I couldn't do it during the day. I was worried someone would see me. I put all of it in a chest, loaded it onto a handcart, and waited till nightfall.
Continue.
When night fell, I snuck out the back of our house with the handcart, making my way through the hole in the fence next to the compost heap. Mikush was supposed to fix that hole a long time ago, but as good as he is with a needle and thread, well, when it comes to other work, you can forget about it. At least it made things easier for me. First, I headed right. Then I turned left, up the path, around the neighbor's barn. It's outside his fence. I had to stop there, because the neighbor's little brat was still awake and wandering around. Fortunately, he didn't see me. So I kept going past a low wall where 2 paths cross. There, I went left. Once I was safely out of the village, a dog started barking at me, so I had to pick up the pace. Instead of turning right down the path, I went straight into the field there. That handcart was damned heavy, and it was rough going off the path. across the field, making it to the wood, but the wheel got stuck there. I couldn't go any further and it was pitch black. I lit a lantern and dug a pit to fit that chest. Took me forever. When I was done, I could barely walk straight. The sun was coming up. I left the handcart and shovel there and went back the way I came. I hope those directions are good enough for you to find it.
Why did you do all that work yourself? Why didn't your husband help?
The fewer people know about it, the better. I didn't want to leave anything to chance.
That's all I need. I'll go and find your inheritance. What's the story with your inheritance?
My father, Old Man Svatos, was quite wealthy, at least compared to the rest of the village. You see, he worked all fields and farms around here. He had 9 children, but only me and my younger sister Ludmilla made it into adulthood. And then, when he died, he left everything to me. He wanted to be sure, because with Ludmilla, he was worried she'd blow through all of it.
Why did your father disinherit Ludmilla?
She was quite flighty. She liked to have a good time, if you know what I mean. She was never without a man. Then she brought this hired hand home. Fanos was his name. She had to marry him, as she was in the family way. Svatos threw her out of the house without a second thought, heartlessly. And he never mentioned her again.
Why didn't you help Ludmilla then? Hanka said you didn't care about them. That you left them to starve to death.
That's not true. I offered to help her. I found her a job, but it was in vain. She was mad. Sometimes something came over her, like she was possessed. It was frightening, and it got worse and worse. It seems Hanka has inherited it from her. Those aren't the kind of people you let live in your house.
Why didn't you help Hanka at least? He lost his father after he got hurt in the mines. He must have been desperate.
Fanos? A miner? Where did you hear that? He never stepped foot out of the village. He drank so much, he lost his job, and then fell off a cliff at Simperk. He's a common swindler. And he's delusional, just like his lunatic mother. I hope our paths never cross again.
How did Svatos become so wealthy?
He was a good farmer. When he was young, he worked on a big farm somewhere near Colleen and worked his way up from the bottom to become the custodian. But it's no coincidence he ended up in Mezholes. He was close with the old custodian of the Sedlets monastery. They were friends. Sometimes you've just got to meet good fortune halfway.
What did he do with such a large inheritance?
What do you think? I took care of it the way Pa wanted, so our Groshin didn't just roll away from us. So our Vendula would have a good life, a good dowry, and a good husband. At least someone as good as my Mikush.
I'd like to know more about Mezholes.
Those are sad memories.
You know, I've been through something similar. Sigismund's army burned down my hometown. Skalitz.
My lord! Thank God you managed to save yourself.
Unfortunately, very few of us were so lucky. My ma and pa stayed behind.
I'm so sorry to hear that. What would you like to know, Henry?
I know reliving it isn't easy, but I'd be interested to know how the attack unfolded.
Like I said, we were prepared for it, unlike the others. The soldiers came from the main road. First the horsemen. They cut down anyone who stood in their way. Then came the first flaming arrows, and the roost began to burn. The horsemen then stormed the farm, and that's all I saw. May God save the souls of those innocent people.
You said you were prepared, so someone warned you?
I already told you, Henry. A few days earlier, the neighbor boy was shouting about how he had heard something was going to happen. And then I had the strange dream. So I decided to get ready, just in case.
Did you know where you'd flee to?
I did. I remember this old hut by Billiny. A long time ago, the Lord's huntsman and his family lived there. When the forest fell under the ownership of the monastery, he had to move out. It was empty for years, and now it's our home.
What was Mezholes like before all this? Was it a big village?
I wouldn't call it big. Maybe back in my father's day, but not in recent years. As more and more silver started coming out of the mines, people moved to work in Kuttenberg. It wouldn't surprise me if there was nobody left to work in the fields soon. But what can you do? That's a question for the custodian. And there's no reason to ask now anyway.
Was there anything peculiar about Mezholes?
What do you mean?
Well, something worth looking for, I mean. Something the soldiers might have wanted.
They didn't attack us for our buried inheritance, that's for sure. They came for food and plunder. Though, on second thought, I heard something about a mysterious cave that's supposedly beneath Mezholes. But I reckon that's just an old wives' tale.
I'm going for the inheritance. I hope it's still there.
I'm sure it is. No one would ever think to look where it's hidden. Me, Vendula, and Mikush will wait here for you.
Everything will be fine.
Ka! Quick! Go! Go! Quick! Quick! Ja! Quick! Ja! Quick!
Stench of fire. No. I don't want to be reminded of that day.
Mek for good banni. Basta! Egenestä! Es pesottan! no good! Kettyö sen jälleen, kutja!
This is where Svativa took the handcart onto the meadow. The inheritance can't be far.
Quick! Die! God! Quick! Go! God! 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 God!
I was in Mezholes and followed your instructions.
And? Did you find it?
The chest was buried by the forest, exactly where you said. Next to the handcart.
My God! Thank you for everything. Vendula! Mikush! Henry has returned, and he found our inheritance.
Finally! Some good news.
Don't keep us waiting, Henry. Let's see what you have for us.
Here's everything I found.
Fabric, Groshen, and our ancestor? Nothing's missing.
This fabric's as good as new. Think of all the money this will make.
Finally, fortune smiled upon us.
It surely has. I told you that once our ancestor comes back to us, everything will be like it once was. Thank you, Henry. Here's something for your efforts. If you ever feel like learning something new, Mikush here would be glad to teach you.
So he teach me to play dice, eh?
You can't learn dice. You have to have it in your blood.
That's not what I meant. He's a tailor by trade, so he can show you how to mend your clothes.
I reckon I could. Stop by, Henry. I'll find time for you.
God bless.
Greetings to you two.
I see you're on your feet. You feeling better?
Thank God Vendula took care of me. So I'm feeling much better. Thanks for asking. I reckon it'll be a while before I dance again. But no matter. At least I can still hold a needle and thread.
Before I forget, I found your hat. Here it is.
My hat? I thought I'd never see it again. I made it myself. It's the latest Italian style. You won't find another one like it. Thank you very much, Henry.
I'd like to learn something.
What do you want to know?
I'd like to get better at crafts.
Fine, but it'll take some time.
Oh, you
It happens.
pooch.
Just watch where you're going next time.
Are you whistling here?
Go! Quick! Go! God! 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 God!
Whoa. Whoa. That's bloody deep.
Here, mutt! Look what I have for you. Look what I have for you. Look what I have for you. Here you go. Take it. Go! Go! Die! Die!
Go!
Ka!
Go!
Quick! Quick!
Whoa! A caravan attacked so close to the city. It really isn't very safe around here.
Go! Quick! Ka!
Someone's been pampering this horse.
Well, I'll be...
So it is you. What a coincidence. Can you believe I run the baths? I own this place.
I'm glad to see you healthy and in one piece.
And how else should I be?
Let's not get into it. I'm just glad you're all right. And doing well. Somebody up there must like you a lot.
And you as well. It looks like you've also done well since we last met. And since you're already here, would you like to bathe?
So how are you doing? How's business?
We're starting small. I've only got 2 girls here, but we're doing pretty well.
Oh, maybe over time you'll be able to expand the baths.
Don't worry, all in good time. We've already got it figured out. First, I must buy another tent to put a bed in. For now, the innkeeper's letting us use a room, but I'd like to keep an eye on the courting.
And what do you have in mind then? An infirmary?
We'll see. We could use a sawbones, or at least a barber. And if the Lord provides, maybe even a hired hand to cut wood, fetch water, and take care of the guests' horses.
Didn't you say you were headed to the city?
I did, but I didn't last long.
City life didn't live up to your expectations?
Well, let's just say my cousin didn't greet me as enthusiastically as I'd expected. Her husband, on the other hand, was happy as a pig in shit to see me.
And your cousin was jealous?
As a shrew, I quickly came to the conclusion that nothing good awaited me there.
And how did you end up here?
When I was in the city, I heard the baths were cramped, expensive and dirty. So I thought, why not do it like in Jelioff? Have a tavern and baths in one place. I don't know whether Wolfram took liking to me or my idea, but he let me stay. So I got the first tent and tub, and it gradually grew into this. You really don't want to give it a try?
Do I look like I need a bath?
No, that's not what I meant. But if you're not in a rush, don't worry, you won't regret it. Our prices are more than attractive, and my girls have golden hands.
You sound like a real hawker. You nearly convinced me.
So you'll stick around for a while after all?
My body is in need of rest and relaxation.
Certainly. We're open.
I've heard the girls here can work wonders. I'd like to see that for myself.
Don't worry. Once my girls get their hands on you, you'll forget all your sorrows. At least for a little while.
I can't wait.
Excellent. Pay up, and we can get started.
I'll gladly pay you.
Great. My girls will take good care of you, Henry.